Talk to Captain Galland if you're looking to book passage.
Huh?
My son and I gather items.
The others call you a friend, but I still see an outside.
I am in no mood to talk, outsider. One of the Skull has gone missing. It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village. Well, there is one reason that comes to mind. Baldur is the keeper of an ancient tradition, the forging of Stalrim. It is an art we Skall hold sacred. If someone wanted to make such weapons, they would have to get that knowledge from Baldur. I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared.
I tasted one just this morning.
I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of
I
it.
remember that you ate one of them all by yourself. Maybe this
South
time
and
you'll leave some for the
west.
rest of us.
If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skull would be grateful.
It's been many winters since my husband returned to the Allmaker, but my heart still aches from the loss.
I welcome you, friend of the Skull.
Find another way.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener. Cicero lives to serve.
Outsider. I remember you. You're the one who freed the Skull from the dark spell. Thank the All-Maker that you have come. These accursed elves have taken me from my home. No, my wounds are not serious. I don't think the elves were trying to harm me. Perhaps they intended to frighten me. At worst, I have a few bruises to show for my ordeal. I do not know this word, Thalmor, but if you mean the elves, they were trying to learn the secrets of forging Stalrim. Their leader, an elf named Ankarian, has a map. He says that it shows the location of a hidden source of Stalrim. Enchanted ice, as hard as iron and as cold as death. Stalrim can be forged into deadly weapons, but the art is known only to the smiths of the skull. They have a ship. They took me there and showed me the map. You will find it on the northern coast of the island. Please, do not let Ankarian make his weapons. Kill him or let him live. But take the map from him. It belongs with the skull. I will return to the village. When you have the map, please bring it to me there. And thank you. May the All-Maker bless your days. I am truly in your debt, my friend. I do not think the elves would keep me alive for much longer.
Must oil soon. Get all the hard-to-reach places.
You are trespassing here. I strongly suggest you move along. Thalmor to arms! Kill the intruder!
I can feel it. The tree stone is free again. The oneness of the land is restored. Does that mean... is it over? Is Mirak defeated? Then my father's sacrifice... it was not in vain. He died to free us. Tell me, was it the only way? Did he need to die? Yes. His help which did not require him to kill my father. Such is the way of Hermamora, the eternal enemy of the Skull. One more thing, Skull friend, if you will.
I came
know
here
it
to
is not
study
my
the history
place,
of
but
Solstheim.
may I offer a word of advice? Of warning? As shaman of the Skull, I am charged with the spiritual well-being of my people. While you are not of the Skull, you are Skull friend. And so I give you this warning. Hermamora forced you to... I will strike like a
Where did you come from?
Protect me.
It's a shame that was necessary.
If I spies.
My father was a noble man, and a true Skull. She died when I was very young. She was caught in a terrible snowstorm while returning home from gathering firewood. You must understand that for the Skull, life is a constant hardship. We take nothing for granted. We cannot afford to. Between the wolves, the weather, and the threats in the south, even a simple task like gathering wood for the fire can turn deadly in an instant. We are bound to this land, like a great pine with roots that run as deep as the tree is tall. I know it must seem strange to you, but for us, the thought of leaving our village is equally strange. The land and the Skull are one. There is no other way to say it. Allmaker guide you.
I do enjoy sharing stories. Oh, no, most certainly not. I'm a historian. I'm here to learn about the history of Solstheim. Solstheim is a fascinating place, but we know so little about its past. There are many mysteries that remain unsolved.
And I said to the pig,
Yes, that was a most disturbing experience. But to answer your question, the architecture was strange, almost otherworldly. Given that, and the considerable power it must have taken to affect our minds so completely, it would suggest the work of a powerful mage. Either that, or perhaps a Daedra. If so, then may the Nine protect us.
dear Cicero,
Powerful and malevolent entities who make their home on the plane of oblivion. Some of the more powerful among them can exert their influence within our world, and when they do, men inevitably suffer. Until next time.
It is good to see you again, my friend. Did you find the elves at their ship? I know you faced great danger to bring this map to me. There are no words to tell how glad my heart is. Thank you, brave one. I name you Friend of the Skull, and I will trust you with the knowledge of forging Stalrim. If you bring Stalrim here to my forge, you can use my tools to make what you will from it. Until our next meeting, Skull friend. May your hunts always bring you game, and your crops grow tall and bountiful.
My son and I gather items to trade with travelers who visit the village.
Fear to think what would have happened if you hadn't saved me from the elves.
I heard from Dior how you went in search of Baldur. That was very brave.
Nearly
and in fact,
outvoted.
that's just the kind of courage I'm looking for.
Travel to Ravenloft for some more.
Quite right.
True.
Quite
But I
right.
think that Ethel
This,
would be
however,
hurt if you
is
didn't give her a
paying
chance
work.
to trade for
Allow
it
me to
first.
explain.
You know how
As
happy
a
it
scholar
makes
of
me to
history,
really do.
I've always found Solstheim to be most intriguing. I've
Makes my
made
heart
many
glad to see
forays
this
into the
busy
ancient
after
ruins
5
that
years
cover
now.
the island.
Very well.
I've come to know those
I'll ask
ruins
Edward
so
to trade
well,
some
I
coal.
could draw you a map from memory. That's why I noticed the new passage the moment I laid eyes on it. An old tomb, I think. It must have been opened by an earthquake that accompanied one of the Red Mountain's eruptions. I'd love to have a closer look, but those old ruins can be dangerous, and I'm no adventurer. I'll pay you to watch my back down there. I'll be heading back there soon. If you're interested, meet me at the ruins and we'll see what we can find. Now I'm off to pack for the expedition.
My mother was Skald, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
Huh?
Let's...
Know someone. That's your wish.
Remarkable, isn't it? This tomb has been hidden for who knows how long. Many centuries, I would. I've had a look around, and the only interesting thing I've found is this inscription here, and a switch below it. Now, I'm not sure if you can read the dragon language, but this seems to be a riddle of some sort. A sacrifice will bring you closer to that which you seek. I wonder what it means. Mind your step. There seem to be some corpses strewn about on the floor here. I wonder if this fire pit has anything to do with the riddle. You go ahead and see what you can figure out. I'll look around and see if I can find anything of use. This fire seems significant. I'm sure it's important for some reason. This place was a remarkable find. Perhaps something is meant to go into the fire? Back to the adventure.
Dear Cicero will keep you from harm, sweet mother, forever and
At times like this, history truly comes alive. Well done. Looks like we can head in either direction. You seem to know what you're doing. Why don't you lead the way?
If I spy, you see. Before it's heard. Dancing? Surely the dread Lord will at least allow poor Cicero to caper. Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot.
This is what I hired you for!
Not a hoarder. That's my wife. Oh, I love that one.
Three pillars. Other than the plaque, there doesn't seem to be anything else worthy of note. Let's see what the inscription says. All men must die, often by their own means. Sounds rather grim if you ask me. The inscription must be a reference to these pillars.
Break that loot across my knee. And if the Parcher choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight.
Three pillars surrounding a central one. Perhaps they're connected somehow. They also have glowing stones. They look vaguely similar to drawings I've seen of objects called impact stones. Well, see what you can figure out. I'm going to inspect these pillars further to see if I've missed something.
must oil Mother soon. Given all the hard-to-reach place.
There you go. Now let's... What mysteries await us in the next zone?
That'll teach you.
Let's have a closer look at these runes. These runes have faded a bit, but I believe I can translate the inscription. The writing describes a guardian who defeated someone named Mirak. In fact, if I'm reading this correctly, it says that Mirak was a traitor. Most interesting. There's probably an exit through one of these sarcophagi. Let's get moving.
I was always taught to avoid these types of rooms. I see why now.
And oh, so deadly. Dear Cicero will keep you from harm, sweet mother, forever and always.
Who knows what dangers await us in this place? There's another ribbon along with a puzzle. 5 more to go. Now let's just hope something good happens when you hit the last one. Simply fascinating. Flowers. Pretty flowers. Splendid! The gates have opened. If only these walls could speak. I would love to hear the stories they could tell. That looks like quite a drop. Is there something moving down there? Just me? Or are these moving up? I'm glad these platforms appear once you finish. You might see one of these platforms are...
That's my wife. Oh, I like that one.
I'm guessing this one will be even faster. Just remember to focus. And most importantly, run.
Done and done.
Nice, nice. Before it's heard.
Oh, the Hall of Stories. These are found in many ancient worlds. There must be hundreds of years of history etched in these walls. Too bad they seem too damaged to read. Looks like it needs some sort of key. Maybe those half-claws you found would fit in here if you put them together. It seems these rings can be moved. Perhaps there's enough undamaged text in these etchings to tell us the combination. Ah, yes. Here's something. The first one has to do with a breeze, or maybe it's wind. The second mentions the night sky and the moon. And the third has something to do with fire. It also seems to mention scales. That's all I can make out from this etching. I'll check the rest and see if there's anything else. There you go. I didn't doubt you for a second. Let's see what's there. another of those dragon language inscriptions. Wonder what it says. Just let me study these runes for a moment. Here's another mention of the Guardian. Only assume that this is the Guardian's tomb we're standing in now. It says that he was loyal, and his reward was an honorable death. Quite fascinating. This tomb is a discovery of great significance. We'll be remembered for this. How amazing! A real dragon priest! In all my years as a historian, I never thought I'd see anything like that. I suppose that was Valak. He must have had this entire place built for him so that he could maintain his vigil, even beyond death. Indeed. I knew that the dragon priests were thought to have been powerful men of great will, but I had no idea. Well, I suppose I've seen everything I came for, and you kept up your end of the bargain. I promised payment, and here it is. Now I think I'll spend some more time studying this word wall. What a book this will make!
The end of that.
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you've found one of the best.
You have
Weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
Haggling with you can be so entertaining.
sweet oblivion soon.
You got a
shall-
good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste.
Let's kill listener. Oh, that humble Cicero
Over
lives
to me.
too soon.
I'll fix it up right.
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. Things are picking up for now. All I'm wondering is how long it'll take for House Redorin to begin ignoring us again if the mine runs out of ore for a second time. Take a look. If you need any supplies, you know where to find them.
Mallory, you got a good... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Your weapons and armor
Can't
to
get
me.
blood from a
I'll
stone
fix it
wall.
up. Right.
As it is, we can...
I fear to take a look. Good day.
My mother was Skull, but she left the village, and I was born in Skyrim.
The blood of wolves runs through your veins, Skull
I've told
friend.
you before, little.
What? It's good to see you
Remember
again,
to
Skull
hunt.
friend.
The historian has not stopped speaking
Here,
with
what would have
praises.
happened if you hadn't freed us?
The others call you a friend. I have given my answer.
Darstan hasn't stopped talking about the crypt you explored with him.
I welcome you, friend of the Skull.
The ash from the Red Mountain has made the land sick.
I am called Wolf Wildblood. I am first hunter of the Skull. The first piece of wisdom I teach to any hunter of the Skull is to ask the simple question. Should I truly kill this beast?
I'll ask Ebla to trade for some coal.
Mother? Is that your voice I hear?
I heard that you were about to explode an ancient
it's my
crypt.
head playing
That sounds like an
tricks.
exciting adventure.
Foolish Cicero.
I have seen more wolves than bears. From the trees since the last refuge, something is driving them north into our lands.
The beasts
The
are
elders
driven
talk
north
Great
in search
Sin
of
is
food.
much bigger than our village. Well, why would anyone
Here to think. Take a look. See ya.
Cicero is at your service, oh great and powerful listener.
It's good to have everyone not running off to that damn sacred stone every night. I suppose I have you to thank for that. Perhaps later. For now, I have a slightly more personal request. You see, I'm a collector of staffs, magical staffs, in particular those made by Azra Nightwielder. Through some divinations, I believe I've located one. If you retrieve it, I'll give you a staff of my own making. Nightwielder's creations don't really hold up in comparison to what can be made today, but they have a sentimental value for me. You understand? I might have a few staffs, if you're interested in that sort of thing. Mirak was a formidable opponent. I wonder what he would have been like as my apprentice. Things have been much calmer since you disposed of Ildare. Is that then?
So soon? You must be hungry for a deal. Haggling with you can be so entertaining. I do so love dealing with mortals.
Yes? No, it turns out that the spell requires a heart. If you cast the spell without a heart stone, it attacks anything in sight. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
what I found. Here, take it.
A good house. You chose well. I don't like sitting still, so I've... Good to see you, dear. It has. Here, this is your half, love. I'll be here, my dear.
Cicero is at your service. Oh, great and powerful listener.
Yes, love?
Let's kill someone.
Yes, love?